The next comic I'm bringing to the stage is opened up for Tiffany Haddish, and Tiffany Haddish is actually the executive producer in his new TV deal that he got. You can catch him all over the country, all over LA at the Comedy Chateau, as well as the Laugh Factory. Y'all give it up right now. Give me some energy, give me some energy. Y'all give it up right now. Elliott Connie!
Dance at all. But look, I feel like I need to start off by apologizing. Like, all black people ain't racist. I feel like every joke tonight started with y'all white people, blah, blah, blah. But we ain't racist. But we got some questions. We do have some questions. So as he said, like, Tiffany Haddish is working on a TV project for me. I go out to LA a lot. And when I go to LA, I stay with some white people. I rented a room with white people. And I got a question. White people are super impressive to me. Like, y'all have taken over every industry, you've taken over the world, like y'all run the world. Why the fuck can't you get your kids to go to bed on time? I stay with this family for real, and I'll be sitting in the living room, and literally the family I stay with, the woman, I'm not making this up, she's the head of a network. Like, think of like the head of like HBO, Hulu, Cinemax. Like, she's the head of a network. I hear her on the phone making billion-dollar deals. One time I'm sitting in the kitchen and I heard her talking to somebody. I recognized the voice. I was like, who are you talking to? She's like, 50 Cent. And she was talking crazy to 50 Cent. People who talk crazy to 50 Cent get shot, and she's talking crazy to 50 Cent. Then I'm laying on the couch about 10 o'clock at night, trying to watch a football game, and it's bedtime. And she turns to her daughter and says, Becky, put down the iPad and go to bed. And Becky looked at her, looked back at the iPad, looked at her, looked back at the iPad, and then said the 3 words that will get any black person killed in their home. Now look, I have not talked to any black people here tonight, but this 3-word phrase will get you killed in a black home. Becky looked at the iPad, looked at her mother, looked at the iPad, looked at her mother, and then said, in a minute. I am 46 years old. I pay all of my mother's bills. I would not say in a minute to my mother at all, ever. Just wouldn't do it. You black people here, have you ever said in a minute to your parents? Hell no! So I'm not gonna respect white people fully until y'all can figure out how to get Becky to go to bed when she's supposed to. But look, the point, honestly, like when we talk about race, we shouldn't talk about it from a racist perspective. Racism is wrong, it is terrible, we need to eradicate it from this earth forever and ever and ever. But, we do come from different cultures. I want to tell y'all the day I realized we come from different cultures. So I grew up in Boston, Massachusetts. I actually now live here in Arlington, even though I travel a lot. I grew up in Boston, Massachusetts, and my mother, God bless her, the most wonderful human being I've ever known, she wanted me to get a good education. So she moved me to where you should never move a black child, to the suburbs. And I'm sitting in class, I'm new to this school, and in my house, report card time was really problematic. That's when my father became like real mean. And I'm sitting there, and it's report card day. You guys, those who were born in the 1900s, do you remember when they used to give the report card? You had to take it home and give it to your parent, have them sign it. Like, that's like abuse. Like, I gotta give it to my parent, the thing that's gonna get my ass whipped. I gotta like hand it to them. So I'm walking home with one of my boys, and we both had terrible report cards. And I'm walking home with him, and we're both real nervous. And my mother's at work, so we go to his house to play. I'm probably about 12 years old, maybe 11. And we walk into his kitchen, and his mother's standing in the kitchen. And he gives his report card to his mother, and he says, and you better not tell Dad. And the mother said, okay, but do better next time. Signs the report card, hands it back to Drew. And I was like, damn. So you guys need to know, the way kids learn is through observation. And I had never seen no shit like this before. So I know I gotta go home and give my report card to my parents. And I thought, man, is that easy? You can just tell your mom not to do the thing you don't want her to do? Man, this is crazy. So I go home and I'm waiting for my mother to walk through the door, and I'm fully prepared, man. I'm ready. My mother walks through the door, I hand her my report card, and I said, "You better not tell Dad." This is the day I learned I can't do what y'all can do. Like, we're from different cultures. I hand my mother a report card, "You better not tell Dad." Now, I promise, my mother walked in and she got like a bag, and it's Massachusetts, and she's got like a big old jacket on. I don't know to this day how she hit me with the broom. It wasn't even in her hand. She just walked in the house with like a pocketbook and a jacket, and I was like, on the floor. I promise you, I'm not making a word of this up. I'm out cold. I wake up. The broom is in pieces, laying next to me. My mother looks at me and says, "Get up and sweep the floor now." That was the day I realized we ain't from the same earth. Like, we live in different planets. So, we're not racist, we're just scared of y'all culture. That's my time. I'm Elliott Connie. Thank y'all for having me.